Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know a way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel, be cool.
We're in the Valley of the Sun. Few places in the country as picturesque as the desert Southwest. And we've got a good one on tap here at State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Right to the air, here's Goff. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First down for Odell Beckham Jr. We can finally say it, partner. OBJ got his ring. Really fit in with the Rams once he got there and was invaluable in leading them to a Super Bowl victory. Suffered a knee injury in that game, but he's back and ready for an encore in 2022.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Now Goff on first down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
14. Hold on. Check.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Tiger.
There's Goff. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cardinals take over at first and 10 at their own 22.
Here's the rookie out of Rutgers, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. He completes it to Jones. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got some space here.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 1st down, it's gone. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead.
Four down. Ric Flair.
Goff now looks to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping the second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
We go, come on! Hell, you want?
A shotgun snap for Goff. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Touchdown, Rams! Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to move back in front. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. The Cardinals are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the 2nd half, he could be on his way to a career game.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On 2nd and goal, Brady. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag. Kingsbury's saying, hey, let's take another look at that. He's going to throw down the challenge flag. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. They'll try again. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Isaiah Pacheco, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year as they have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former Ram, Roby Coleman.
Well, that's a drop killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Isaiah Pacheco on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Rob has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman, a 12-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now the point after try for Santos. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Jones now in motion left. 2nd and 10, Goff again.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Going up top. It's caught at the 10.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now gone. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
17.
Gone. They'll roll him out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerry Tillery. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
145 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Brady. The left side completion to Jones. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Hey, tackle! Hey, Alabama, 450.
In motion right is Jones.
No, 66.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. A slant to Jones.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 22. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
from 17 yards out.
And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Santos with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Now you won.
On first down, Goff.
Crossing the field, Beckham makes a catch.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Throwing again on second down. Goff escaping the pressure right.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
A big play there for L.A. 43 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Goff. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
We're good. We're good.
Second down and goal. Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now a third and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. They'll run it with Kamara, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Alvin Kamara,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And partner kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it in practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these two-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for two and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on two-point plays as well.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
In motion left goes Jones. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Brady now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Brady. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Divine Diablo.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
After the interception, here's Goff. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
is going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the former Ram, Nikel Roby-Coleman. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. 14. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Goff. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Hold on.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And the Cardinals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And my goodness, another interception. Connor Gordon picks it off, and the Cards will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Brady going to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Brady's throw there complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today when you're in the...
And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards.
Even with a big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
To throw is Brady. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and goal from the 1. Brady to throw again. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.